Hello, and welcome back to IGOR'S News. Today, we're unpacking one of the most unexpected and talked about summits of the year, the Trump-Putin meeting in Anchorage, Alaska. Just recently, U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met face-to-face at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. But how exactly did this summit come to be? Why Alaska, of all places? And what does it mean for the ongoing conflict in Ukraine? In this video, we'll trace the journey from a pivotal phone call in February 2025 through political brinkmanship and diplomatic maneuvers to the strategic decisions behind Alaska as a venue. Buckle up, this story is anything but ordinary. Let's begin at the start. February 12th, 2025. On that day, President Trump and President Putin held their first direct conversation since the war in Ukraine escalated in 2022. The call lasted about 90 minutes and was described by the U.S. side as lengthy and very productive. Trump shared that they discussed multiple hot-button topics: Ukraine, artificial intelligence, energy, and even the strength of the U.S. dollar. That single phone call reignited the dormant diplomatic channel between Washington and Moscow. Following the call, Trump instructed his closest advisors, including his secretaries of state, national security, and intelligence, to push forward with the peace negotiation process. Momentum started building internally, fueled by that unexpected olive branch. In the months that followed, diplomatic activity intensified rapidly. Trump imposed a high-stakes ultimatum. He threatened 100% tariffs on any country trading with Russia if no peace deal emerged within 50 days. That deadline was later shortened to just 10 to 12 days due to mounting frustration. Meanwhile, the U.S. sent Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to Moscow. On August 6th, just before the accelerated deadline, Witkoff met Putin and called the meeting highly productive. Afterward, he hinted that a summit between the presidents was very likely to take place. As efforts escalated, from ultimatums and envoys to public posturing, diplomatic channels were running hot. The groundwork was being laid for a meeting that few expected, but many feared. Next, let's talk about the venue. Anchorage, Alaska, at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. A remote and rigidly controlled military installation. Why Alaska? 1. Legal safe harbor. Putin faces an ICC arrest warrant for alleged war crimes. The U.S. doesn't recognize ICC jurisdiction, so Alaska was a safe venue, free of any risk of arrest. 2. Historical resonance. Alaska used to belong to Russia until 1867, when it was sold to the U.S. The location carries symbolic weight, evoking territories, concession, and legacy. 3. Tight security and privacy. A highly secure military base offers confidentiality, military control, and geographic remoteness. It's an ideal fortress venue for high-stakes talks. 4. Political optics. Hosting the summit on U.S. soil allows Trump to frame himself as the host and antagonist, setting the terms and tone of the dialogue. Locally, the reaction was mixed. Residents were intrigued. Some joked about the possibility of selling back Alaska, while others questioned the appropriateness of hosting a Russian leader amid an ongoing war. The summit was formally confirmed by the White House as a listening exercise between Trump and Putin, set to occur on Friday, August 15, 2025. It was the first meeting between a U.S. president and Putin in the U.S. since 2007. The plan, a private one-on-one talk, potentially followed by a broader delegation meeting. Trump publicly said this session is about understanding Putin's position, nothing more. Critics immediately flagged a problem. Ukraine is not at the table. Ukrainian President Zelensky was not invited, even though the war's outcome revolves entirely around his nation. Western leaders quickly decried this exclusion, arguing that Ukraine must be present in any meaningful peace negotiations. The stakes couldn't be higher. Russia remains on the offensive in Ukraine. Territories remain under conflict, and time is passing fast. Observers warn that sidelining Ukraine could let Russia legitimize gains rather than make peace. Let's recap. A phone call on February 12th, 2025 reignited the diplomatic channel between Trump and Putin. Horizon-shrinking ultimatums, envoy missions, and mounting pressure culminated in a face-to-face meeting. Alaska's Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson was chosen, strategically safe, symbolically charged, and controllably secure. On August 15, 2025, Trump and Putin met, not to sign peace on behalf of Ukraine, but to listen. What lies ahead? Can diplomacy emerge from this meeting, or will sidelining Ukraine fracture Western unity and reward aggression? Will Trump push further for inclusion, or will this summit go down as a photo op for Putin? You, viewers, are ahead of the story. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think will come of this astonishing summit? Thanks for watching IGOR'S News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for our next analysis. See you next time.